Hello, this is Jerome from the Barbarian Philosopher podcast. Please enjoy this short clip from episode 8. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave us a comment in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about the direction the UFC is currently going in. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. So apparently, according to this one of the Winklejohn coaches, the UFC has stopped sending fighters study tape.
Bizarre thing to do.
They're essentially saying if you want footage to study your opponent, you're going to have to pay for Fight Pass. Like, we're not going to send you any footage. We're not sending you any footage, and if you want the footage that we have on Fight Pass, you have to pay for it.
Do you think there's a hidden reason why they're doing that? Because a lot of times you hear this type of thing and then you jump to a conclusion and say, oh, they're just being cheap or whatever you think they're trying to do. But then they come out and they have, well, actually the reason why we're not sending footage is because we think it gives, I don't know, whatever.
I don't know, dude. Honestly, I don't know. It seems like a really weird thing to do.
Yes.
Let me read this. This is from lowkickmma.com. And it says, UFC stopped sending tape to fighters. Since the takeover of the UFC by WME IMG in 2016, many changes have taken place. Among some of the more controversial alterations are the dishing out of multiple interim titles and the unceremonious sacking of Mike Goldberg.
Oh, they sacked him?
Oh yeah, he's not.
I thought he just left.
No. They're like they did the same. They did the same thing with him that they did with Stitches. Stitch.
Oh right. Stitch. Yeah. The cut man.
Yeah.
Why?
Just like, dude, you're done.
They just didn't want to pay him?
I guess they didn't really go into any explanation on his last fight. They didn't and thank you to Mike Goldberg for it. It was just like, done. This is your last. Just so you know, dude, this is your last fight. And then they went through.
So who's commentating now?
The last one they had, what's his name? DC. Daniel Cormier was commentating with Joe Rogan, as well as what's the other guy's name? I think it was Anik. I can't think of his last name right now.
Yeah.
I believe he was commentating as well. Dominic Cruz has been doing some work. So I think.
But if you're a fighter, you're gonna be a little bit. I like the fact that that Goldberg is very impartial. He never. I like when a commentator is kind of on the fence and just kind of is watching just as a neutral fan, But a lot of times when you get the fighters commentating, they're a little bit, you watch them and you think maybe they're a little bit tainted. Like if they're, if DC's commentating on a light heavyweight bout, then he's kind of,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He has some skin in the game.
Skin in the game
that might influence, what he has to say.
But I guess they're kind of filtering to find someone else.
Yeah, it feels like they're in auditions right now.
Yeah.
So after 20 years with the promotion, Goldberg was canned from the commentary position without even a thank you. Obviously, fans were upset as Mike Goldberg has become part of the MMA landscape. Making things worse, Goldie would later reveal he wasn't even contacted by the UFC regarding his termination.
How did you find out then?
That's shady. Purging fighters like Lorenz Larkin and Misha Serkinov adds to the current feeling of unrest. According to renowned striking coach Brandon Six Gun Gibson, the promotion is also tightening the purse strings on fight footage. That's right, top MMA coaches have been denied access to fight tapes for studying. Since fighting has been a sport, watching and studying fight footage has been an essential part of formulating and planning for coaches. It goes on to list some tweets that this dude, Brandon Gibson, puts up, and yeah, they're just like, dude, you're gonna have to pay for this now.
Yeah.
One of the potential reasons I've heard bandied about is that they're trying to crack down on people leaking out footage of fights to free streaming media, but I don't know, man. With the way everything is, they didn't say. It was just kind of here's a potential reason why they may be doing this, but it didn't go too much into detail. this type of stuff is kind of making me a little bit worried for the UFC, man.
Honestly, I actually got one of the fights like in November or something. I got one of the pay-per-view fights. I had you were here. You were
Mm-hmm.
we were watching it. 10 of us watching it or whatever. And they make you do this janky shit where you sign up for the UFC Fight Pass and you get a 7-day trial and then you have to cancel it and then they charge you. You know, it's one of them things. You know, you know, it's $10 a month or whatever. And I had no idea that all of this was happening. I just wanted the package.
Right.
And then like 6 months down the line, a few months down the line, I'm looking at it and I'm looking at my bill and I'm like, they charge me whatever, $10 a month every month. I had no idea I was even part of the contract or whatever. So it seems like they're getting a little shady, getting a little like
a little money grubby,
sharky,
Yeah.
Be careful, everyone. If you're getting your pay-per-view, just make sure you read the fine print on that.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm starting to wonder if we're not watching the unraveling of the UFC a little bit. You know?
Maybe it's turning into kind of like what boxing had, where it kind of lost. It just went too much to the money side, too much to the glitz and the glam.
Yeah, I mean, you consider how many fighters are starting to go over to Bellator because they can get their, sponsors and whatnot. The Reebok deal took a fair bit of money away from gyms and coaches. Now they're charging the fighters and their teams to use what is really just standard equipment in the sport. And there are all these other organizations. There's Ryzen, there's Bellator, and the way things are going, like, it's making those other organizations much more appealing. And
that could be a good thing. I mean, people weren't happy about UFC buying out Pride and WEC and some other organizations too, and creating this sort of monopoly or whatever, and having all the power, and then being able to kind of boss fighters about and call too many of the shots. But I thought under Dana White, he didn't really do that. I think he listened to the fans. I mean, he did take some money out of people's pockets, but he also provided health insurance for everyone. He made sure everyone had the best doctors if you were a fighter in the UFC. I got the Reebok thing. I understood it. People had all sorts of weird shit all over their shorts. They had all sorts of weird fucking, like condomdepot.com all over their ass, and it just became a little bit like, just visually, I preferred the Reebok thing. It looked more professional for me.
Yeah.
And I got, like, look, I get it. If you're a pro fighter, you can't just rely on, 50 grand a fight, plus you have to pay your coaches, and then there's taxes and blah, 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 blah. It actually gets hard to feed your family on that. So I understand them wanting to go to the supplemental income. But I thought Dana White seemed kind of fair. He seemed kind of like he was trying to do what was best for the sport. But he's pretty much, I don't think he's out of the picture, but he's definitely not the front man of the UFC.
Yeah, I feel like Dana is more of a face.
Yeah.
I mean, to some extent that was true before, but you were dealing with basically Dana and the Fertitta brothers.
Yeah. So. And
now you're dealing with so many other people.
Yeah, actors. Freaking,
Serena Williams.
owns a part of the UFC.
It's like that pie is being split up between so many different people that Dana's influence is being minimized.
Yeah.
And
you've got the board members who are running it as a business.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is not a phenomenon that's unique to the UFC. This happens in every single industry. Mm-hmm. There's something, it's cool, like everyone likes it, it gets bigger, it gets bigger. At some point it gets so big that it tips over, becomes a public company, and then it changes, and it becomes this soulless fucking organization.